Y'all, I don't think I've ever seen people hate on a regular TikToker before OnlyJayus. I mean, I'm not pretending that people are ganging up on them for no reason, but girl, that hate train towards them is getting really toxic. And I think we need to address what's going on in OnlyJayus' life currently and how their decisions have made them become the most hated content creator on TikTok. Here is the downfall of OnlyJayus. There is no way on earth you guys haven't seen at least one video of OnlyJayus on your For You page, because their videos have been going viral each and every day. And for the most part, I feel like I recognize OnlyJayus as well from my For You page because, yeah, this person is just all over my phone every minute, but like I never really paid attention to them and looked into their personal life or even really questioned what was going on in their career. OnlyJayus is one of TikTok's largest creators on the platform, who amassed over 16 million followers and 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And y'all, just from their TikTok videos alone, you can tell that the type of personality they really are, because they share a ton of life hacks and uncontroversial content on their account that made tons of people interested to see more. And unfortunately, that's when things took a huge turn for OnlyJayus, since they started doing too much to the point where they got both exposed and canceled for their toxic and nasty behavior. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did the hate train towards OnlyJayus start? Well, before we get into the petition that 432,000 people signed to ban OnlyJayus from social media, they are known for being no stranger to controversies ever since they started blowing up. And by that, I mean they used to make really sensitive and disgusting jokes on their account on the daily, which used to offend tons of their fans and followers. Such as this time when OnlyJayus thought it would be a good idea to reveal how ableist they are by posting a TikTok video titled Illegal Life Advice, where they described how a viewer could steal a wallet from a person with a service dog. What in the actual... Just take a look at this.
If a service dog ever approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner's in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him, because you'll get a free wallet.
I know the intention of this was clearly to be humorous, but girl, that video caused a chaos on social media, since a lot of people found the joke very disturbing and sensitive to people with disabilities. And y'all, that's when OnlyJayus decided to remove their TikTok video from their account, hoping that cancel culture would forgive them. But, as expected, tons of people started calling out OnlyJayus on all over social media platforms for making a very offensive and ableist TikTok. And on top of this, some people were even annoyed by the fact that OnlyJayus were encouraging their 16 million followers to do such a thing to a disabled person, because they really had huge influence on their fans.
Why do able-bodied people think they can make jokes at disabled people's expense? Especially because I know you think that's a joke, but there's people who will take that seriously and actually do that to a disabled person. And as somebody with a service dog who's trained to go get somebody if I have a seizure, I'd be devastated if somebody was such a person to steal my stuff when I'm unconscious and having a medical emergency. So while you might think it's a joke, and while you might think it's so funny, that actually happens to people. And people actually suffer and rely on their service dogs to save their life. So for you to go sit there and use it as a joke for your platform, for you to get views, is disgusting and ableist.
People made literally hundreds of videos on Isabella to apologize for their insensitive video, but unfortunately, they gave 0 Fs to apologize or even address the intention behind their video, as if their intention was just to encourage people to steal wallets from disabled people. Disgusting AF. Now, here's when OnlyJayus becomes the most hated content creator ever on TikTok, since aside from being openly ableist on their platform, the hate train started getting really huge, to the point where people made a plan to destroy and end Isabella's career by leaking messages from Isabella not only being racist by saying the N-word with the hard R multiple times, but guys, the screenshots even include them saying homophobic slurs as well as toxic insults as well. Yeah. This text was 100% proven to be real, and the fact that they claimed that they're a huge supporter of the LGBTQ plus community is so funny to me, because if you really are, you wouldn't be throwing homophobic slurs around. But anyways, that isn't the only huge deal of this situation, because what triggered people the most is the racial slurs that OnlyJayus used in their text. Yep, the way they wrote the N-word multiple times so effortlessly made people realize how racist behind the screen they truly are. And as a result, OnlyJayus decided to post an apology on TikTok, basically showing us how sad and hurtful they were for offending the Black community. And y'all, they even went ahead and made a couple of promises to their fans that they will be collaborating with Black creators moving forward.
In my past, I said disgusting things to people, and I am so ashamed of myself for using racist rhetoric and derogatory language to hurt others, because I knew what that word meant and I understood the power behind it, but I said it anyway because it was the meanest thing that I could think of, and I am so sorry to everyone, but especially to those in the Black community, because only you guys can forgive me for this, and there is no excuse and there are no justifications for what I said, and you guys deserve better. And when I first saw the screenshots, I didn't even think that they were real, because I forgot how hateful and how angry of a person I used to be, and it hurts my soul knowing that I said those things. But the screenshots and the things I've said in my past are not a reflection of who I am today. And I am so grateful for the people in my life that I met after high school, in college, at my previous jobs, and on TikTok, who took their time to educate me on their experiences. Because listening to them was so powerful and a real reality check for me. So I want to take this time to take a step back and share my platform with some amazing Black creators who are going to tell their story to try and educate others on the trauma that happens when we use this kind of language.
Yeah, they really tried showing us that they're so sorry for offending the Black community, because the second after they made this apology, they went on social media to throw the blame on another Black creator for spreading her racist past all over social media, in which this creator went ahead and made a video on OnlyJayus basically exposing them for still being racist. Oh my god.
Person who leaked the kid sent the screenshots to Freak the Gemini, who is a Black TikToker who just likes to start controversy.
Goofy alert. That's a conversation she had with someone after posting her apology video yesterday, blaming me for being racist. I'm controversial for bringing into light that you said N-word lover. You literally say right here you spent the last 5 years trying to learn how not to be racist. Like what? Just stop being racist. I literally said in my third video she was gonna find a way to blame me, didn't I? How did I cause racism in someone else? How?
The fact that they had the audacity to blame content creators, specifically Black creators, for speaking on their controversies is so insane to me. Because did they really expect people to forgive them and pretend that they didn't just offend multiple communities? It's giving very much hypocrisy, because how are we gonna come after people for adjusting your nasty behavior? Grow up, babe. Immediately after they got called out, so many creators gained the courage to expose them even more afterwards by sharing how OnlyJayus promised they would collaborate with Black people moving forward, but instead, they have been ignoring all the plans and collaboration that they made with Black creators. Check this out, y'all.
But I said it anyway because it was the meanest thing that I could think of, and I am so sorry.
Okay, I wasn't planning on addressing this, but I have a few questions. But before I go any farther, I just want to say that it takes a lot of courage to apologize for something like this. However, 2 videos should not suffice for this apology. I took the time to listen to both parts, and this is how the entire apology breaks down. Now, one thing that surprised me was more than half of the apology was spent distancing oneself from past actions. And as a person of color who's heard this exact type of apology throughout my entire life, I'm 23 years old, it's structured in a way that comes off as something that you would want the Black community to hear in an apology, and just that.
This time to take a step back and share my platform with some amazing Black creators.
This is the one portion of the apology that I was very happy to hear, however, there is so much missing from it. If you plan on using your platform to highlight creators of color, in order to help them try to educate others on issues such as this, who are those creators? Should you choose them or should the Black community choose them? Because racism not only existed in the past, but exists now.
So I am sorry for basically ghosting you. I didn't mean to do that. I just have a very chaotic schedule and ADHD on top of that, so I genuinely just forgot. It wasn't me trying to ignore you. You could have just hit me up again, but instead you decided to go public and try to add public pressure onto me, and that's not fucking cool, so I don't want to collaborate.
This is what black girls have to go through. Instead of just apologizing, you're going to put it on the black girl. You're going to put it on me. OnlyJayus, if you watch my last video, that receipt, that email, was dated for 3/24. In your voicemail, you said I should have emailed you again. Baby, what's this? This you? April 4th, I emailed you. How many times do you expect me to message you waiting on you to continuously ghost me? Wow.
Babes, not the gaslighting! How do people take this person so seriously? I mean, they're clearly messed up in the head acting the way they are because no apology or promises worked in their favor at all. It's just sad to see the amount of fans who are disappointed by OnlyJayus' behavior because I'm pretty sure 16 million people didn't expect them to be this type of person off of social media. But either way, it didn't take 24 hours for OnlyJayus to delete their apology video after they got called out for being a hypocrite, in which people decided to create a petition on change.org to ban them from all social media platforms. As a result of this, the petition was able to gain more than 400,000 signatures after thousands of people were sharing and reposting the petition on Twitter. But of course, there's still zero proof that OnlyJayus would get banned from social media since Isabella have been openly mocking the petition on Twitter ever since its creation. And on top of this, they have even helped sign the petition as well by buying page views, signatures, and even promising their fans that they would ban themselves from the app if the petition got 16 million signatures, aka the same follower account they have. This clearly shows their confidence in the fact that the petition will ultimately go nowhere. But let's just pray and hope that people would stop supporting them and ignore that they exist. With that being said, here's how people reacted to Isabella's behavior. Their apology is funny AF, the most generic apology that's been recycled over and over. I hate how they use their ADHD as an excuse like that. Like, yes, it does mess you up, but you can't just use it as a scapegoat like that. Mental illnesses shouldn't be an excuse to treat people like crap. You're still responsible for your actions and what you say and how you treat people. Normally, I try to avoid someone's past because 9 times out of 10, they grow up. But clearly, Jayus didn't. Anyways, loves, if you're interested to watch more scandalous videos on TikTokers, then make sure to click the video right here.